Today, I'm in mine, I'm in mine, I'm in mine. Yeah. Hello, everybody. How you doing? It's your old mate, Beatles Dave. Bit of a move around in the music room. I did have a comment the other day saying, Dave, we know that you're trying to, trying things out with your laptop and your lighting and your microphones and things like that. But when you're over there, which I've been doing on my desk, we can't see your wonderful records behind you. So the beauty of having this desk is it's on wheels. So I can move it round. So sometimes I will be over there, sometimes I'll be here, sometimes I might be the opposite way round. Um, just a couple of Beatle Dave's twist and shout outs to start off with. First, I'm going to do a twist and shout out to my local record shop in Derby called BPM. So here's your twist and your shout out to BPM Records on Blacksmith's Yard off Saddlegate in Derby. I'm sorry, Dave and Jonathan, if you're watching, that I haven't been to see you for a while, but I've been busy. But in the next couple of weeks, I'm hoping to come and see you and maybe do a video, man. Showing people what you've got and things like that, if you will let me do it, of course. Secondly, an apology to AA Records. So here's your twist and shout to AA Records. They do record fairs in the East Midlands, and I was supposed to be going to theirs on Saturday that's just gone because there was a big one in Derby in a new venue that they've never done before called the Chocolate Factory. And unfortunately, I didn't realise till the morning of the record fair that there was a big football match on with Derby County. And even at like 8 o'clock in the morning, there was football fans all over the place. That, if I'd have tried to even get there by bus, I think I'd have been struggling to get a place on the bus and things like that. I wasn't going to take my car. And I'd got a wedding to go to later in the day, so unfortunately I had to miss it. But hopefully on the next one, I've seen all the reviews and things on Facebook. I think it was a really, really good record fair, so I'm sorry that I didn't go. Next twist and shout out is to a beautiful Beatles corner. So here's your twist and your shout out to a beautiful, beautiful Beatles corner. Another twist and shout out to my old mate, Mr. Ellie Records, because I still can't believe that we met each other and the wonderful gifts you gave me. So here's your twist and your shout out to Mr. Ellie Records. So please check out those two channels. Whatever you do, just please check those two channels out. Right, now on to the main feature, because we're going for nearly 3 minutes and I haven't even told you what today is about. Oh, excuse me. Now, on my last video, where I showed you the gifts that Mr. Ellie Records gave me, at the end I did show you this, the John Lennon Mind Games EP, which was released for Record Store Day of 2024. Now I got this off the internet because I was working, so I couldn't actually participate in the Record Store Day, which I didn't mind. I mean, I did end up paying quite a bit for it. Well, I thought it was at the time, but looking at what they're going for on eBay now, I still think I got a bargain. This cost me around £50, but this is the glow in the dark one. And by the way, some people say that this doesn't sound that good. Now, although I haven't got the ordinary black vinyl version to compare it with, I've played this a couple of times, both up here and downstairs on different systems, and to me it sounds amazing. And as long as I'm happy, that's all that matters, isn't it, I suppose? Now, talking of Record Store Day, as I say, I couldn't go because I was working. But once I'd found that, I thought, well, there was 4 records that I would have been interested in getting, and I found the other 3. Now, one of them has still got to come, but the other 2 will come today. And these are the Record Store Day ones. These are the George Harrison ones that are on. I've got to look at this because I can't work out what they're called. Zoetrope vinyl. So apparently you can download an app, and then when this is spinning round, because it's like a picture disc, it like makes it look 3D. So this first one is Wonderwall music, which was the soundtrack to a very obscure film. I've never seen the film. I've seen a few clips of it, but I've never seen the film all the way through. And I got both these off the same seller on eBay, and me being me, I just says, if I buy both of them, I'm going to knock me some off. And he goes, yeah. So I actually got these for cheaper than what I think it would have cost me to get them separately if I'd have gone to record store day. I think they were around £23 each, and then you knocked me the postage off as well. I think I know these two albums cost me less than the John Lennon EP. So each one of these George Harrison ones is a limited edition of 8,000 worldwide. 8,000 worldwide. It's not a lot, is it, folks, when you think about it? The Wonderwall music one is 4,333, which, and if you can see it, is just there. It's the shrink map, isn't it? But I don't want to take the shrink off. So, you know, saying how many Beatles fans there is around the world and how many George Harrison fans there is around the world, it's not a lot, is it? 8,000. Now, this is on Dark Horse now, although it still mentions Apple Records all over the place, so it is a bit strange. That would have been the original front cover. Now it is the back cover, and that is the front cover. It does tell you there all the songs that are on it. And I will apologise if you've seen all this before, but I'm sure all my fans and subscribers would like to see me doing it. So, and they are worth having. These are worth having. Whether you ever play them or not, I don't know. I mean, I have played this one. I played this one this morning. It sounded absolutely fantastic. The idea is that when you're watching it, it goes around like that. And apparently, I don't know how true this is. There is like a app that you can get on your phone that will let you watch this, and it makes it look like it's 3D or like the moving and things like that. The only thing is, it doesn't tell you which is side A and which is side B. Believe it or not. I mean, there's some writing there. I would say, I think that's side A. I played it this morning. I'm sure that was side A. Great sounding album. I mean, I always think this is a very, very underrated George Harrison album anyway. A lot of fans don't like it. Basically because although it's a George Harrison album, it's not a George Harrison album, is it? Because it's a soundtrack album. There's no singing on it as such. This is what you get on the inside. This is like a pamphlet thing, but this is how the original album artwork was. So that was your front, and then that was your back cover on the original albums, and then this was actually your inner sleeve. That would have been one side, and that would have been the other. So you still do get everything. It's Apple Records, and it says 3 Savile Row. I played this earlier on. Sue was listening to it with me, and she goes, "Yes, that's a bit of a fascinating album, isn't it?" And I goes, "Yeah." And she says, "Who is it?" I says, "It's George Harrison." She goes, "Not George Harrison. There's no singing on it." She's right, isn't she? But then she did like twig. She goes, "Is it a soundtrack then?" And I goes, "Yeah, it's to a film called Wonderwall." And she goes, "I didn't know the Beatles had made a film called Wonderwall." I goes, "No, they didn't. It was a very, very obscure 1960s druggy psychedelic thing, wasn't it, I think?" And she goes, "Well, isn't that interesting? Isn't that amazing how there can be like 1 minute you're listening to like Indian influence music, then there's a cowboy song, and then there's like a honky tonk piano stroke pub piano. If people of a certain age will remember when we didn't have jukeboxes in every pub, and there used to be if you went in at the weekend, there'd be an old man sat in the corner playing the piano, and you buy him a pint, say, 'Oh, can you play so and so?'" I can only just remember that, but and it is right what she's saying. Very, very underrated. And like I say, I've listened to this and it was amazing. Do you need Wonderwall music in your collection? If you're a die-hard George Harrison fan, then yes, you do. Will you ever play it? Probably. I must admit, I do play this more than some of his other albums. Not this one in particular, but this album in general. Wonderwall music is one of my favourite albums by George. I play this a hell of a lot more than, what shall we say, Dark Horse, Extra Texture, 33 1/3, Gone Trooper, or whatever it's called. I'd play this any day of the week over the last one, to be honest, because it's George being George and having fun. Although there's no proper singing in it, he did write and produce all the songs, and I think Eric Clapton's on a few of these, but is uncredited. So the next one is Electronic Sounds. Now this is the best album George Harrison has ever recorded in his entire life. It's not. It's not at all, is it? In fact, if I wouldn't have got a deal on this, I don't think I'd have bought this one. Well, I would. I would have bought it. I'm telling lies. I would have bought it because it's a picture disc like Wonderwall music. I mean, this is strange, isn't it? Because I got off UK Silver on here. It says $35.99 there. Again, limited worldwide to 8,000, and this is 7,650. Again, it's not a lot, is it? Mind you, will this sell 8,000 copies? I don't know. I think it will because of the gimmick of it being on picture disc or whatever it's called, Zoetrope vinyl. Again, you've got to download an app or something to see this in its full potential. Will I be playing this album? I might play it once. I will be honest, I might play it once just to see what it sounds like on this. If it's, I mean, I've got a rough idea it's going to sound okay anyway because of the Wonderwall music one. Now on this one, you do get the Dark Horse logo on this in the centre. So when it's playing, it goes like that or something. Weird, isn't it? It goes like that, and it's supposed to be like a 3D effect. I'd say that's side A. Again, it doesn't say side A or side B or side 1 or side 2. So I mean, this one, Electronic Sounds. I always wanted the original version of this. When I first got into the Beatles, this and the White Album, one of the first. This and the Wedding Album, sorry, one of the first albums I ever saw in a second-hand shop. But they were like hundreds of pounds even then. I was lucky enough to get an original copy of the Wedding Album last year, I think it was, and I've got a reissue of this from the 90s, and I've played it twice on Zapple though. Well, this isn't obviously. So although this is on Dark Horse Records, it still says Zapple there, and then it will say Apple as well. A bit strange, isn't it? Will you ever play this? I don't know. Do you need it? See, normally I'd say no, you don't need this one. I would actually say save your money. But if you can get these at the prices I've got them for, or anywhere around that, then I think it probably is worth getting them, even if it was for an investment. Because, like I say, 8,000 worldwide. These are. It's not a lot, is it? So you've probably got virtually an instant collectible, haven't you? You know, if you're into that sort of thing, I just bought them because I got them cheap. I'll be honest with you. I bought both of them because I got them cheap, and I am glad that I've got them because it is something completely different. And at first, when they was on about, oh, they're going to start releasing all of George's solo albums on this, I was a bit sceptical, and I was thinking, no, that's not going to work. It isn't going to work. But having played Wonderwall, I'd say it does. Honestly, you know, it's breathing new life into George's solo work. I think that's the easiest thing I can say about it. And they're doing something a bit different as well, aren't they? Not just reissuing the same stuff over and over and over again. So yeah, I do agree with that. I think Danny and Olivia and whoever else is involved in this, I think you're actually doing the right thing. Instead of just reissuing all the same stuff over and over and over and over again, you've done something completely different, but they are still the original albums, aren't they, if that makes sense? Or they've got, you know, the original running order, and you've still got all the original artwork and everything, and they're on lovely picture discs. The one I'm waiting for is the Ringo Starr one. Is it Crooked Boy? I have ordered it, and I thought it might be here today. See, I don't know if that's got a limited worldwide what's it or not. But I still think 8,000 is not a lot, is it? 8,000. Would there be 8,000 people that want to buy Wonderwall? I'd say yeah, probably more. Now, there's 8,000 people that want to buy electronic sounds. That's a different story, isn't it? I don't mind it. Like I've said, I'm a completist, so I'm glad I got those two together. And like I've said before, the strange thing is I've got these two albums for less than what it was for that John Lennon 4-track EP. The Ringo one's quite expensive, though, isn't it? Not as expensive for that John Lennon one, but then again, that's a glow in the dark one. So it's what you make it, and as long as you're happy, if you participated in Record Store Day, if you're happy with what you got and what you paid for it, that's all that matters. I'm happy with what I've paid for them. I think some of the thing with Record Store Day, I keep cocking this up, is some of them are only limited editions, aren't they? And they never get like a proper release afterwards. Where some of them, later on in the year, they will get an official re-release. Like again, it's all part of the fun, isn't it? Beatle Dave, like and subscribe, folks. So that's going to be about it. I hope you like the video. I'm going to be, now that I know that this desk can be moved around because it's on wheels. I don't know. I've been working hard, can't you? I will start moving it around a little bit, just seeing how it comes out. But I do think people like this view better than the view of me over there. Although, because I've done the last 5 or 6 videos, 5 or 6, 3 or 4, looking out the window sort of thing, so I've got natural light coming in as well. I've got used to that, but it made it look like I was in a little, like, cubbyhole, small, really, really small room. Where this room, yes, it is a smallish room, but it is a double bedroom. If that makes sense. It's the same size as a double bedroom, and it's got hundreds and hundreds and if well, it's got thousands of records in it, to be honest. And you can see, look, Rolling Stones box set, some of me memorabilia, my books, my records, you know. So I think that is a better backdrop than when I'm sat there in one way. What do you think, folks? Let me know down in the comments. If you're not subscribed, by the way, Little Dave, like and subscribe. Just think about subscribing, because you know it does help promote the channel to people and countries and things like that that might not have heard of us. And that's not just for me. You know, this will help other YouTube channels as well. That's why I always mention other YouTube channels. You know, I'm trying to do my bit. People always have helped me in the past, so now I'm trying to help other people. You know, it's give and take in this world. You know, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, if you're not, oh God, yeah, if you're not subscribed, this is about the 4th take of this. You know, yeah, if you're not subscribed, just please think about subscribing. It is free; it doesn't cost you a penny. And you know, when you're doing a YouTube channel, when you know, it is always nice to get new subscribers. You know, to get likes and comments and things like that. That is the engagement bit that we get with you lot out there. Thank you to everybody that is subscribing, by the way. You know, you are all doing me really, really proud at the minute. So whatever you're going to be doing for the rest of the week, please stay safe. It's a bank holiday weekend, isn't it, coming up this weekend? Do you know something? I don't even know if I'm working or not. I'm back at work on Wednesday. So I've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 12-hour shifts. I'm off Sunday, but I don't know if I'm off Monday or not. Well, it really makes any difference, does it? Right, so I'm starting to waffle now. So peace and love to you all. just check out a couple of YouTube channels. There's Mr. Ellie Records, so please check him out if you haven't. A Little Beatles Corner, check them out as well. Also, check out my mate Beatletones Beatles channel. Um, he's, he's doing all right, don't get me wrong. He doesn't really need me to give him a plug, but I will do because he's a great bloke. Simple. You know, Beatletone has been a support to me in many, many ways that he probably doesn't even know about. And Beetlebird as well. You know, it's good. That's all I'll say. You know, Beetlebird is a fantastic chap. Beatletone, fantastic channel. He's also doing quite a few like podcasts with other people now as well. See, I don't do them because I know I'd cock it up. I really do know I'd cock them up. So remember, you are the Beatle Dave. I love you. If you want to leave me any comments, please do. Whether it's about these records I've got, whether you know how you want me to present, whether it's here, over there near the window, over there that way, or we might even do one the other way around, which we used to do a long time ago because there's not quite as many records on that side of the room. Yeah, but you know, it's just all a bit of fun. That's what I'm here for. It's all a bit of fun, a bit of entertainment, folks. So until the next time, it's Beatle Dave wishing you peace, love, and happiness, and stay safe, whatever you're doing. So until the next time, bye bye for now. Bye.